But when it comes to personal growth, every day, in every way, you're getting better and better and better. It's actually not possible to go backwards. Now, can you get lazy and sit on one step for a while and feel a little bit stuck? Yeah, that could happen. Okay. But there's no way when you've had profound shifts of perspective that have completely altered your reality and the way you see yourself and the world that you can say, I'm going to go back to seeing the world differently. So today, I would love to talk on this Truth Telling Thursday. I would love to talk about the truth about retreats. Yeah. And the truth is, if you are listening to me today, you need to come to my 3-day amazing retreat, personal growth retreat that's happening in Zurich, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of June. We are going to go deep in a small, intimate group, right? And this is unique because usually we have been running these beautiful retreats, personal growth retreats for people that just want to say, look, I need time for me. I need to shut down my phone. I need to shut down my computer and normally say I need to go out in nature and I need to have some fun and I need to swim in the lake and I need to play with my kids or whatever, right? But at a retreat, it's all about going inside. Yes, closing the eyes and exploring the inner realm of you. Yes? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? How are you interacting with the world on a daily basis? Do you want to stay there or do you want to elevate it? Now, a lot of us are focused on work. Work is a very important part of our lives. And so at this event, I will give system hacks to understand your purpose. Are you living on purpose? Or are you completely off purpose? What is your greater mission? And are you aligned and executing on a daily basis on that mission? Now, what I find is when it comes to external things like work, relationships, health, they will only grow and succeed as far as our inner growth can take it. Yeah, because inside of us, we have thoughts, feelings, belief systems that are creating what's happening in our external world. Now, a lot of us love to think, oh, this is spiritual woo-woo, right? Oh, spiritual woo-woo. I don't need to think about my thoughts, feelings, and how they interacting with the world, right? And that's okay. Each person to himself. These are my truth-telling Thursdays, and maybe you have a different truth. But what I know to be true is that the rise in frustration, the rise in a sense of separation and people not vibing on the heart consciousness, not communicating on a high level of spiritual, emotional, and energetic well-being is going up. It's going up and up and up. And some of the most educated people all over the world, right, are realizing that just to have what I call a mind education isn't enough. It doesn't guarantee great relationships. It doesn't guarantee being able to earn your value and your worth. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to, be able to take powerful decisions to keep your body healthy and stay grounded, centered, and stay strong. So lots of people are realizing that you're either breaking down or you're breaking through. And we all know what a breakdown looks like. It means your whole system is corrupted. It is corrupted by your thoughts, your feelings, what you're putting into it, and you're starting to feel like you're spiraling downwards, as opposed to, I wouldn't say spiraling upwards, because I don't believe in the circle effect of going upward. I feel it's a staircase of continuous movement and flow up further, to the highest of yourself and your potential that you can reach. So the 3-day retreat that we're going to do in Zurich is all about having time for yourself to reflect on the past. The past is a great place to get the gold nuggets of what we don't want to create in the future. We're going to work on presence, being in the now, right? Because in the here and now, this is where you get to plant new seeds for the tomorrows. So the moment that you're living right now is the result of all the things and decisions and thoughts and beliefs you've had in the past. Now, of course, inside of this now, there are things that we're happy with, there are things that we're content with, but there are also things that we don't like, we don't want, and we don't want to know that in 1 year you're still going to have that problem, or in 2 years you're still going to have that problem, or in 5 years it's going to become even worse. You'll be dealing with more physical disharmony if health is your issue, or you'll be dealing with more problems with feeling fulfillment at work if that's your issue right now. So we need to start understanding the way to solve the problems that we're afraid of manifesting or bringing into our reality starts right now. Yes, in this moment, you're here listening to this, right? And hopefully connecting with the invitation to come and be a part of something really special. Now, usually we've been running these events with, we've had 350 people at this event, we've had 200 people, we've had a big group, and it's a very different energy than what I'm planning on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of June in Zurich. I want to invite 20 people, right? So those are the spots that we have. You know, obviously at this stage of the game, most of them are already gone, right? And I also want to invite the students that are already in our campus to join us, because I find that that creates such a beautiful energy when people are not familiar with my work and they work together with people that are inside of the work. So it creates a beautiful synergy. So we'll get some of our students on board. You know, we've got these 20 spots. We're going to be around 30 to 40 people maximum, right? That means that I can give one-on-one attention to every single person in that room, because it's 3 whole days from 9:30 till 6:30 every evening with just 1 hour lunch break. And guess what? I'll be teaching the whole 3 days, just me. So I don't know if I'll be able to do something like this again in the future with such an intimate small group, but I wanted to create something new and exciting for those of you that haven't had the opportunity to work with me, and you think, hey, listen, I would love to work with Mahima, but maybe those bigger groups, I love big groups, I love them, and I can't wait to do more of the big groups, but I did want to create something different, something special and unique. So I don't know when I'm going to do this again, and that's why if this sounds exciting to be in that smaller, more intimate setting, to be able to go deeper than you have gone up till now on your personal growth. And why do I know that you're going to go deeper than you've ever gone? Because personal growth is about moving upwards. And you know, I know a lot of people believe that they go 5 steps up and 5 steps down, or 5 steps up and 2 steps down, or 6 steps up and 3 steps down. And these are part of the limiting beliefs that we have, because it can be that that happens in various different things that we're trying to accomplish and achieve in life, right? But when it comes to personal growth, every day, in every way, you're getting better and better and better. It's actually not possible to go backwards. Now, can you, kind of get lazy and sit on, one step for a while and feel a little bit stuck? Yeah, that could happen, okay? But there's no way, when you've had profound shifts of perspective that have completely altered your reality and the way you see yourself and the world, that you can say, I'm going to go back to seeing the world differently. So think about this. If a seed sprouts, right? A seed cannot go back into the shell and unsprout itself, okay? There's only one trajectory for a seed once it has sprouted, and that is to keep sprouting, keep sprouting, keep sprouting, right? Now, we have no time. Like that seed, we don't know how much of our potential we're going to be able to untap and unleash. So some seeds, they get eaten in the ground by ants, right? That's just life. We know this, right? Some seeds will pop their heads from the top of the soil, and be eaten by a bird, okay? And some seeds will keep pushing through that earth and and defy all the elements and reach to the stars and become a beautiful apple tree with fruits hanging from it and blossoming and blooming. Okay? And that apple tree would never say, "Oh, I'm a seed again." Okay? Yeah, can you produce more seeds and create more abundance and so forth? Absolutely, right? So we need to start understanding what we're saying. I think a lot of us don't have powerful representation of personal growth work where it is undeniable. You don't go backwards. You know that. You have grown. You have experienced things. You have seen things. You've opened your heart, mind, and consciousness to new levels, and you're just going from strength to strength to strength. Now, during that growth moment, can there come a storm? Can there come a storm and shake a lot of apples off the tree, or even break the branch of a tree? Yes, it can happen. And I think a lot of us, when those things happen, our mind tells us we've gone backwards, right? Our mind tells us that, because, there was a storm and my arm broke, now it means I've lost something. But the thing is that if you understand what I call the nature of reality, and I teach this at the 3-day retreat, right? Everything comes and goes. This body will one day be gone. Whatever relationship may come into my life, it may stay until I take my last breath, or it may go. Whatever abundance or financial beauty I can create, if I'm smart and that's what's meant to be, I will keep growing that financial abundance. But something can happen that takes that away, and you need to start from scratch, right? So we don't need to connect the coming and going of the seasons, of the storms or the calm or the peace, and make it about us not being good enough, right? So the work that I love to do at my Own Your Superstar 3-day retreat, whether it's with a huge group of people or a small intimate affair, is to help people understand themselves in a depth that will release you from the prison of your mind, the prison of your emotions, the prison of small thinking, the prison of being afraid of your own self. I see so many people afraid of themselves, afraid that they can't make it, they can't do it, they can't figure it out, right? And you can. But the thing that you really want to figure out is how to let go of fear, how to let go of all these negative stories that are driving your decisions, that are driving the way you live your life. Imagine if you can learn proven strategies and techniques, proven by the many people that have already gone through this process that I've had the beauty to serve from all over the world. I just came back from Lagos. I was in Lagos teaching at the University of Lagos, and I spent 2 weeks there and did the Future Women's Conference in Lagos. And I had the opportunity to speak to these amazing kids and adults about the importance of self-care, of creating an empowered relationship with yourself, right? So I know that if you are willing to take just a little bit of time, yeah, it can go a long way in creating new ways of experiencing the world and life. The thing our students are most impressed with is how fast the transformation happens, right? Because if you've been struggling to get clarity, if you've been struggling to feel grounded, if you've been struggling to feel energetic and happy and alive, and you've been doing everything. You tried this, you tried that, you tried the other thing, right? And you feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of done with all this stuff. Then come to me, come to us, the Mahima mindset, and let us help you, right? Because what you have maybe not done, okay, what you have not maybe done is understood that there is nothing in the world, and I mean nothing, capital N and all the other letters in capital, okay, that can give you the joy, the pleasure, the happiness that you already have inside of you right now in this moment. Yeah? And nobody wants to talk about that because it doesn't sell. It's not sexy. Okay? It's not sexy to say, hey, you've already got what you're looking for. Okay? It's more sexy to say, you need this, you need that. Okay? You need bigger boobs, you need like this dress, you need this house, you need this more education, you need, yeah, it's more, interesting for people to push people to look outward and try to find something out there to fill the emptiness that many of us have felt. I know I did. I know this has been my reality before I discovered the power of the now, before I discovered my mission, before I found my genius, before I started living from a place of light, love, and respect for myself, right? So I was just hungry for somebody to give me some love, someone to give me some attention. When I was trying to find work, I was so desperate for somebody to go, you're good, and to be good enough, right? When I showed up in relationships, I felt so much fear. Are they going to love me? Are they going to accept me? Are they going to, is this going to work? It's exhausting looking for fulfillment externally. And so if you feel like you deserve the gift of truly stopping and just finding that peaceful bond with yourself that has the potential to just start creating more joy in your life in a very simple and sincere way, right? We have strategies, exercises, we do interactions, we ask powerful questions. You're not just going to be sitting and listening all day, even though, yeah, it is fun to listen to me. At least that's what the students tell me all the time. But that's not what's going to be happening. I'm going to get you up on your feet. You're going to be doing transformational work that's going to blow the roof off of anything you've done previously, right? And the reason that's going to happen is because you're stronger than you've ever been. You're better than you've ever been. Yeah, so whatever work you've done in the past has just opened the pathways and doorways for us to be able to take that to the next level. And that's how I personally see personal growth work, right? So it's not about comparing, oh, this one's better than that. It's about, I'm just ready for the next level, right? And if you open your heart, wherever you go, whether you go to this guy or that guy or whoever, you will find that next level. But a lot of us put the next level on someone else, right? So it's that workshop's got to give it. Instead of understanding, no, I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work. I can go to any workshop. I tell you, I can go to any workshop. Some people are like, this is a beginner workshop. It's too beginner for me. I'm so advanced. Like, no. Now, when it comes to personal growth, okay, being in a group of activated people that want to explore the inner realm of inner peace is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Whether those people are beginning, whether they're at the medium level, whether they're the advanced level, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's all about heart. It's all about connection. It's all about presence, right? And it's not about how fancy is their teaching. Oh, how fancy. Oh, he's teaching something fancy. Fancy stuff that you don't even remember sometime later, right? It's a really interesting world, this personal growth world, yeah? I meet people, they come to, like when we do some free events or so forth. And this is Truth Telling Thursday, so I'm going to get a little bit gritty here, right? Bad energy come in the space, like, this is the beginners for me, just like, I'm like, oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, okay. right? So be very mindful. Be very mindful. This work is precious. This work is sacred. This work is sincerity. And when you move with the real sage energy, right? The real understanding of this work, everywhere you come where this work is taking place, you are honoring. You're honoring the people that are coming to do this difficult work of having to, I call it own your shit. Yeah, own your shit. Own your negativity. Own your limitations. Own where you're lost. Own where you're lying to yourself. Own where you don't want to tell yourself the truth. So we move to, to look for other things to distract ourselves, right? With this, that, and the other, because God forbid if we would just be still for a second and just really be with ourselves, what's going to rise up for many people? They can't, right? It's scary. So be sacred, be beautiful, be bold. Honor the work that's happening at whichever stage you may have the great fortune to be in the conversation about love, about connection, about spirituality, about who are we really as humans. Bring your best self, not just to those events, but to any place you go. Whether you're going to that event, whether you're going to your office, whether you're going to your parents-in-law that are very challenging, bring the best of you, because you deserve a life lived well. Yeah, you deserve a life where you decided that your default setting is not suffering, is not pain and confusion and anger, right? That you've decided, no, your life is worthy of joy. Your life is worthy of peace. Your life is worthy of something more profound. And it's a decision. It's a decision to operate that way. It's a decision to find energies and people that can help you for 1 minute, for 2 days, for 3 days, for 1 year, for however long you choose to interact with people. Look for the elevation. Get out of the ego, get out of the superior, personal growth ego, which many people are operating in, and come back to the ground of sincerity. Open your heart to yourself, open your heart and bring your elevated spirit into the world. Yeah? So that is my invitation to you on this Truth-Telling Thursday, which is the truth about retreats. There are many different retreats you can go to. But I'm hoping that I have inspired you through this conversation to maybe join me at my 3-day Own Your Superstar event in Zurich. If you feel inspired, just click the link below and secure your spot, right? As I said, we have like 20 spots that we are going to be giving away. And, the event is, I think, about 2 weeks away. So we just opened up the sales for this event not so long ago. So we are looking at least half of those spots are gone already. And so we know that it's going to be sold out. I want to do something special. And I want to create this opportunity for something more intimate for those people who maybe feel like that's something that they want to be able to do, right? To have a more intimate small group experience. So usually we have more intimacy in our inner circle, right? When people decide to join us for 12 months or longer, right? That's where we're in that smaller group of 40, 50 people and so forth, right? So this is unique that we are opening this potential up for those of you who are excited about it. I'm excited to meet you. Let's say you would decide, okay, I'm in, I want to join this. I would love to offer you the possibility to have a talk with either myself or my amazing coach and husband, Kai. It's just because I can't speak to everybody, unfortunately. But if you secure your spot between now and the event, I'm happy to jump on a call either with you or my husband will do, and have time with you before we meet in Zurich already, right? So that is like a bonus that is going to be available to you if you decide to join us. We will see through our email system that you've said yes to this, you've decided to join us, and we can jump on a call, and I can already start hacking your system so that you're already transformed before you get to the event, and then we can just take it to the next level. Yeah, that's what I love to do. So thank you for listening, guys. I wish you all of the success that you want to have and deserve, but I do want to remind you that everything that you're looking for is in this breath right here. Love is the DNA of your soul. Yeah, looking for love, breathe. It's the DNA of your soul. Abundance. Abundance is a mind, how you think about. You can look right now and you can see abundance in a smile. You can see abundance in just the smallest gifts that life have. And the more you see that abundance, the more you create abundance, right? So we're looking for connection. You're always connected. Like we could never be alone, even when we are, because we're energetic beings we're waves, vibrational frequency, interacting with the space and the world around you. So when you start to know this, you understand that you are an integral part, like a fabric that's woven, right? And you're part of that fabric of life, because you need air to breathe. Yeah, and the air is formed from trees, and trees nourished by the rain and the forest, and then you need food, which comes from the earth, and that goes back to the earth, and you're part of this connected ecosystem, right? So these are all the ways of thinking in a new way that allow you to increase your consciousness and start to operating as a powerful version of yourself. So continue to learn, continue to grow, and continue to bring the best you to each moment. Thank you for listening. So much love. And I hope I'll get the pleasure to spend more time with you very, very soon. Bye, everyone. Love, love, and more love.